We're going to feature watermelon. In here, we subscribe the services of the Kamachili tree. Yeah, exactly. And we ensure that it will bend from that from that section towards here, and we will utilize it as a pole so that the watermelon will just climb in here. And I believe it was already a month ago that we fixed it in here, and as you can see, the are melons are associating themselves among the leaves of the kamachili, and I think they have this kind of mutual understanding. One did not affect the other. I think this is the kind of a symbiotic relationship between plants. They are not competitor itself, but they're having the symbiotic relationship. So there are also other fruit that didn't succeed, as you can see in here. Even if in the presence of pollination, that is expected, there is always mortality. And since the time, the temperature, the weather has been extremely hot, that's the reason why some of the fruit didn't materialize. But not true to this. Yes, not true to this. It has been growing steadily, and since it is suspended or hanging, we have to to support it, with rope system so that it will not fail. I remember when we witnessed a squash, the first squash that we had. It was plucked by the storm. That is why it didn't grow at its desirable size. That time it's already 5 kilograms, and that's the reason might be that it was simply being plucked by the storm. And perhaps the vines also were praying already that please let go of me, please release me, because it's getting heavy. Every day it's getting heavy. Okay, there's also an unusual, yeah, watermelon in here. Yeah, it's unusual because as you can see, the size from top to bottom seemed to be like a balloon. It seemed to be like you are preparing a balloon for Christmas party, and then you supply it with air, and then you lock an air. That's why only the tip portion, you know ballooned. And in here also we can see similar variety. I think that one, and that one might be growing similarly, but we hope it will have a growth that is going to be delivered equally from top to bottom. Oh, I feel sad on this because this watermelon got rotten because a careless person came, and then by accident, the vine was cut. And you know sometimes when you are very angry, you will not be able to estimate the extent of your anger. Because of my anger, i I threw stones to the cats that came in here, and unknowingly this watermelon was plucked from its vine. Yeah, it's because of this cats. Oh, what kind of eyes you have? What kind of eyes you have? Whoa, it's so frightening. And this cat's color is black. It's because of this cat that I threw stones, and accidentally this watermelon was hit by that stone. So that's the reason why it was plucked from its vine. Although it is still very very young, it didn't grow. It died. Eventually it will die, but the benefits of it is that it will become a compost and a fertilizer also to my plants. I think this cat is listening to our blog. Oh, are you a fan? Perhaps, because they are staying in here. He is staying here among his brothers and sisters and friends and Facebook friends. But the suspense is, you know, there is one in here that keeps on growing, that we really have to support it with with plastic straw and yeah, and a wood, yeah, so that it will sit in here continuously and it will grow. It is so impressive this time because the growth seemed to be fast, and right now it is already showing that powdery look, yeah, on its skin, and the marks keeps on expanding, and that's the sign that as it continue to fade and there is this presence of a yellow color, liberal again, yellow color, it means that we can harvest it soon. Yes.